Drum roll, please. No? Okay, well, can we at least get some cool John Cena type intro music for the most incredible musical family in the whole of Empires and Puzzles? That is, of course, the Bards. That's right, Challenge Event is back, and we have the Bards back in the portal, and we've got a brand new Bard hero to have a look at, and it is this guy called Bhaltair. And he looks like he's got far too much on his plate. Honestly, sometimes this is exactly how I feel. Just completely bogged down by all of life's pressures and woes. But somehow we get through it. So we are going to have a look at this dude today. We're going to see what he's all about. We're going to see how he stacks up, the new family bonus, everything. We are going to break down this hero and make sure that we know whether he is good, whether he's worth looking at or looking for, or whether he is just a flash in the pan and you can leave him alone to do his weird thing. So first of all, he is, of course, an ice hero, which is pretty decent. He is of the fighter class, which is pretty more decent. I do like the fighter class. Obviously, it gives him the chance to revive, etc., etc. Now, he, of course, gets the wonderful Bard family bonus. So solo heroes get the 5% mana generation. And, of course, you don't want to have other heroes in the same family on the team. Otherwise, you ruin that beautiful Bard bonus. But it is really, really good because you get an extra 5% mana bump. Now, these two passives, these are super strong. So all ballads cast by enemies only last for one turn, and also all dances cast by the enemies only last for one turn. So you're kind of disabling the majority of the opera heroes with these guys, which is absolutely awesome. So I love it. I love all of it so far. He does benefit from the special armor ether talent. So at the start of the battle, he gets an extra 40% defense against special skills for the first 6 turns. I mean, there's nothing really not to like, but it's still okay. In terms of stats, I mean, we're looking at it with the max power on, but let's just switch that off for a second. So, yeah, he's quite defensive, actually. Like, I wasn't expecting that because he looks like he's just all out attack from just looking at him. But yeah, he is more defensively built. So 1112 attack, 1318 on defense, 1928 on the health. So really decent defensively, but not really an attacking hero, stats wise at least. So in terms of the special, it's called Joyful Noise, but somehow I doubt that's the noise that he's making with all that equipment. He deals 350% damage to all enemies running at slow speed. He does heal all allies for 30% of the damage dealt, and then all enemies receive minion wound. That's for 5 turns. Now, we've seen this before with Salimata. Salimata is featured, and she is running at fast speed, and she does give minion wound, but to the target nearby, and that lasts for 3 turns. So let's have a look and see if this is any different. So this one lasts for 5 turns, and it goes to all enemies. Granted, he is running at slow speed. Minion wound, target's minion health is reduced by 50%, and mega minion's health is reduced by 25% each turn. All allies get plus 40% mana generation for 5 turns. Okay, that's interesting. Let's just make sure we know what's going on here before I say what I think of this. Reductions applied to own minions and to any received minions whilst the effect is active. Reduction only affects the minion's current health. Okay, right, so I don't think this is as good as Salimata. First of all, Salimata's got that upfront dispel, priority dispel. She's running at fast speed. What I do like about Bhaltair is the fact that he damages all enemies and heals all allies for 30% of the damage dealt. So when Rush War comes around, this guy's going to be an absolute beast. But when you're using him on an attack team, he may just be a little bit too slow. And why you wouldn't just have a healer and a mega damage dealer that's running at a faster speed, I do not know. That's the way I would do it anyway. I think he's going to be an absolute beast in the Rush War format, don't get me wrong. But outside of Rush, probably not quite as much. I do like the special. I do like that he heals for 30% of the damage dealt. The minion wound. Now that seems to me it kind of doesn't even need to be for 5 turns. I know it applies to new minions, which is, I mean, it's pretty good, but I mean, reducing minions' health by 50%, you really only need 2 turns to get rid of a minion. and the Mega Minion's health reduction is by 25%, so you only need, a maximum of 4 turns to get rid of a Mega Minion. So he is giving an extra turn over what he would need. It just seems like extra has been added to make up for the fact that they know that there's something missing. There's a little bit missing. And also the mana generation, all allies getting 40% mana generation. I mean, that is humongous, don't get me wrong. 40% mana generation is awesome, but you're running at slow speed, so it takes you like an eternity of turns to be able to get that mana generation back up. So yeah, I like Bhaltair. I mean, if I got him, I would absolutely max him out, no doubt about it. He would be my tank for Rush Wars in a heartbeat. He'd probably be on a few of my other teams. I'd probably put him alongside somebody like Nautica just to try and get that, initial mana generation going. Or maybe, he is a bard hero, so he gives himself the extra 5%, but he's the wrong class. So it's kind of, it doesn't really work. But yeah, I would definitely level this hero up. I do think he's a really good hero. I do not think that he is in the same realm as the other 2 featured heroes. Salimata is absolutely awesome. Like I said, the priority dispel to 3 and 375 to the target nearby. Plus she gives the minion wound. Plus she reduces healing as well. Just an absolute monster in a tiny little package. So yeah, she's really, really good. And Astrid. I mean, Astrid is just probably one of the best healers in the game at the moment. What more do I need to say? Plus she gives the mana bonus as well. So yeah, he's probably just a little bit behind in terms of what he needs to do. But that is everything that I got to say about our new bard, Bhaltair. Please do let me know in the comments what you guys think about this dude. Let me know if you're lucky enough to pull him. Let me know if you're lucky enough to pull any of the bards from this portal. I'm an absolute sucker for bards. I absolutely love them. Also, just as a little tidbit at the end, I did do a collaboration with Psychrosis the other day. So if you haven't checked that out, it is on his YouTube channel. There is a link to it in my YouTube channel as well. I'll probably put one below this video so you guys can check it out. It's just having a bit of fun. Me taking over Psychrosis's roster and just going to town. And yeah, you can see the results. They were pretty interesting. But anyways, if you are interested in having a look at that, that'd be brilliant. Do check it out. But yeah, that's everything I got to say about this dude. So if you haven't already, drop us a like and subscribe to the channel. Share it with your mother, guys. And I will see you all again very soon. Bye for now.